What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to dispel a myth and expose a scam. And it's going to wrestle some jimmies, but fuck that. This is just, I'm sick of this bullshit that people don't catch on to, that it's right in front of your fucking faces, and the more they try to push it in front of your faces, the better they can hide it. A coach this weekend put up a picture of a woman who was a figure competitor. And the girl looked good. Looked very good. She looked great. She won her class, or she won the overall, whatever the fuck it was. And he proceeds to put up, now he's a big science guy. He's a big science fucking nut. And he likes to fucking say, well, I'm a fucking science guy, and we use science. And he puts up this big post about, you know, you don't have to do endless hours of cardio, and you don't have to fucking restrict calories. And you, what was the other things he was saying? Stuff like, it doesn't have to be done that way. We do it the right way. We do it the scientific way. We do it the science way. We use science, and that's the new way. We're going to show all of you. She did less than an hour and a half of cardio a week. She ate 350 grams of carbs, blah, 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 all this shit. And people read that and they go, oh my God, the scientific way, I can do zero cardio because I'm fucking lazy. And at the same time, I can eat a whole bunch of carbs. Oh my God, I want the scientific way. And then you go pay this individual a ridiculous fee per month and don't get the results. And then you come fucking hire me. That's how I know you're not getting the results from this individual, because I'm getting his clients coming to me going, what the fuck? This is what we did and it fucked me up. And I'm like, ha ha. Now, here's the problem. But then they will point to people like this girl and say, but he had this girl and this is why I did it, because I saw this girl and what the fuck? Here's the situation. Why don't you ask this trainer, okay? Or why don't you go to Facebook or Instagram or whatever and take a look at what this girl looks like year round, first of all. Second of all, take a look at what she looked like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Take a look at what she started with. Okay, here's the problem. Every once in a while, in this, you know, these trainers, what they'll do is they'll put up these phenomenal results with these crazy crazy things that they've done, saying that they haven't done any cardio and they're eating all these carbs and eating fucking chocolate or whatever. But it's like, well, you don't have that many clients up to begin with at all. Period. Every once in a while, you throw one up and talk about how fucking great it is. If you were training all these fucking people and you had the way and you were fucking awesome, you would have fucking client after client after client testimonials and fucking pictures of people that look good. You got a lot of people that fucking say how great you are, but they look like fucking dog shit and talk about it under the guise of health, that they're fucking fat because I'm healthy. But shut the fuck up, right? First of all, the person that you're working with, if they are a very naturally skinny, lean individual who can't gain fucking fat to save their goddamn life, yes, they're not going to have to fucking do cardio, okay? They're not going to have to do that. And he talks about, he's like, well, she uses a powerlifting routine. Give me a fucking break. If you put a 5'2" girl who weighs 190 pounds on a powerlifting routine, you think that all of a sudden magically she's going to get fucking lean over the course of a couple months? Fuck no. Powerlifting routines, you actually have to take more time in between sets and let your energy systems recover more, and then your heart rate comes down. You actually burn less calories doing that, although you think you are, because you're damaging the muscles, supposedly, by doing these big, heavy workouts, but using multiple muscles. But a powerlifting-based workout uses a lot of tendon and joint strength. It takes a lot of actual attention off the muscles, which reduces the stress on the muscles, and which reduces the metabolic response, and reduces the fucking results. So don't talk about how it's a fucking routine, and it's, well, just powerlifting, so that's why it works, because you like powerlifting. That's not how it works. So you got this girl who basically has been lean her whole fucking life, okay? Who actually has trouble building muscle, and that's why she's using this heavy routine, and she's able to eat more food. That's her fucking genetics. It's not your program. It's not your fucking science. It's not science bullshit at all. It's the way she's fucking situated. If she never met you in her entire life, another coach could have done the same fucking thing with her if they had a brain. It's not like it's you magically fucking made this girl into a champion. There's a woman named Jennifer Strobo, I believe it is. She's an IFBB figure pro. And she's known to have to eat huge amounts of calories and not do any cardio just to not flatten out. And that's not even to maintain her muscle mass, so she doesn't flatten out and her shoulders and stuff pop. I mean, it's ridiculous, and people are like, what the fuck? But that's her genetics. Then you got another girl like Nicole Wilkins, okay, who is the fucking figure Olympia, and in my opinion, has produced the best physique on the figure Olympia stage ever. I think it was last year or the year before. Whatever year she started working with Hani Rambod, the best perfect figure physique on the Olympia stage ever. I mean, the X-frame, the muscularity, everything was how a fucking figure competitor should aspire to be. And she has to do 45 minutes of cardio twice a day in the off-season. That's off-season. She has to starve herself down. Why? Because it's her genetics. When she started, if you saw the pictures of her when she started, she was a lot fatter than she is now. She had less muscle and a lot more fat. She had a harder time building the muscle and losing the fat. Okay, if you take someone, you know, what I want to see this coach do is, all right, because what he claims is that science. Science means that every single fucking time you do something, it's going to work, right? That means that you have a formula, a scientific formula that works every single time. Now, what I find interesting is like science this, science that. Well, science in a study would say that if 1 out of every 15 girls this works for, that's not optimal and that's not effective. And that's what's going on with these programs. It's fucking no cardio. You get 1 out of every 15, or maybe even less, maybe 1 out of every 20 girls who has to do an hour and a half of cardio a week and can still eat the high carbs. But you're talking about that's a scientific way? No, that's the fucking round robin winner of the fucking metabolism that you just happen to walk through your door, that you say, oh, I'll apply this to it, and pretty much anything as a mesomorph that you throw at them is going to fucking work, and especially if they're trying to build muscle. Yes, they can eat a shit ton of calories. You're talking about science? What I'd like to see you do is take 20 girls, 20 fucking girls, all with 30% body fat, okay? And within 4 months' time, make them stage ready with an hour and a half of cardio a week, 300 grams of carbohydrates a week, and your powerlifting routine. Do that with 20 fucking girls and map every single one every single week and fucking show us before and after that. Let's see that. Now that I would say, fuck man, they got a formula that works. That's a scientific formula that he's produced it over and over again, and then take another 20 girls and replicate the same fucking thing. The problem is that's not what's happening. Those 20 girls, one of them fucking works out pretty good, and the rest of them drop off and hire other trainers like me because they've gone up in body fat doing what you told them to do. Okay? They fucking got a slower metabolism. They got weaker, which means they're fucking losing muscle. What the fuck? Like, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So be aware. If you see someone up there with one fucking client, they're talking about how fucking they did next to nothing fucking to get ready for the show, that's because they're fucking genetics. Kari and I met a woman at the Arnold. It was last year, not this past year, the year before, so 2012. And she was sitting on the floor and she had her trophy. And I didn't recognize her. She wasn't a pro. I said, hey, you know, how'd you do? And she goes, oh, I got 3rd place. I said, cool, you know. It was a small Korean girl and a lady. And she goes, yeah. She goes, it's only 2nd show. I'm like, you went to the Arnold for your 2nd show? She's like, yeah, I'm thinking about working with a coach because I just do like my own thing. And I'm like, you haven't met, how long have you been working out? She's like 6 months. I'm like, 6 months? And you're 3rd at an international competition with like 50 girls in your fucking class. You mop the floor with them and fucking, except for 2 of them. I was like, well, what's your diet like? And she's like, well, for this one I just cut out ice cream about like a week before, but I still ate like burgers and stuff. I'm like, so she did fucking nothing. She did no cardio. She ate all kinds of fucking junk food. And she looked like that. And it had nothing to do with how fucking optimal her diet was. It had nothing to do with tracking her macros because she didn't even fucking do that. It had nothing to do with her fucking training because she didn't even know what the fuck she was doing. She'd only been working out 6 months. What did it have to do with her goddamn genetics? Now, you take her and fucking somebody says, well, we did this, boom, here's my program. You're going to go, oh my God, I want to do that. There's little to no effort in it. But that's her fucking genetics. That's just the way the pendulum swung to her when she was fucking given genetics. That's just how that happens. So be aware. Not everything is black and white like it seems. People like to play in that gray area to try to sell you things. And some of them actually fucking buy into their own bullshit about how they have the fucking way because they produce one fucking champion. They're like, I got one. Oh my God, I got the way. Motherfucker, you know how many fucking people over and over again I fucking train that get the same fucking results over and over and over and over again? Fucking almost all of them. If you don't get the results, you're probably not following what your trainer told you, or something's off in your fucking program. You fix it, you get the results, but you should be able to replicate those results to a certain degree in every single fucking client that is doing what you told them to do. If that's not happening and you get 1 out of every fucking 20, as a coach, you're doing it wrong. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is the blog, and where this is watch out for the scams bicep because they're all over the place, and we're out.